Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Dima, where are we now? Where has your unit been working for the past few weeks? If not to name the specific location, say in general. We are near Avdiyivka. For the past 2 months, we have been doing tasks here, and during this time we were away from this location only for a week. We went to Pavlivka near Vuhledar city, also worked there. And so, yes, we work in this direction, we know it quite well. I would say even very well, because we have been working here since August. What do Special Forces unit do on the front lines? What tasks? Reconnaissance? Tasks could be very different. Sometimes they are not our favorite ones. The Special Force unit works both as a reconnaissance group and sometimes as infantry. That means we even could move to the front line on IFV together with infantry for cleansing of trenches. But we allow more and see our work as reconnaissance, search for positions from where we can very effectively strike the enemy. For now, we have defensive battles. We are more defensive than offensive. It's better to destroy the enemy on the approaches when they try to occupy our positions. And our group destroyed, if we take armored vehicles, we already crossed the mark of 20 units. These are only those that moved to attack. Armored vehicles, tank with crews, infantry, almost every day or any other day they attack. Thank God, the enemy suffers significant losses and cannot advance. How long have you known these guys? And did you choose the group or did the group choose you? No one chose anyone, it was just a fate. All the guys are easy to work with. And our group is successful because everyone is highly motivated. Everyone is ready not to sleep, not to eat, but to destroy the enemy. The most of guys came as volunteers. From the 24th of February to the 10th of March, our group was formed. Someone came from top management position, but all have military experience. And the majority served in special forces units, therefore they know their work. We have men who served in the 3rd Special Forces Regiment. We have men who served in Berkut police unit. We have servicemen who were officers on ships or sailors. As they say, war brings people together. To be honest, I'm really surprised, because we spend a lot of time together. And from my experience in company of friends, you burn out and, let's say, some quarrels begin. But here it's completely different. Maybe because people are united here by common idea, or something is changed with the start of the war, so people now treat each other with respect. We never quarrel. Some way, from the first days, as long as I know him, Dmytro immediately earned credibility. At first there were 6 people, then in Irpin a little more, then more, and now we have what we have, and this credibility was built from the very beginning. Also, why Dmytro? Because he is mobilized and he didn't catch the anti-terrorist operation. He is not boxed, he has different mindset. And this has resulted in minimizing of all our problems. During the entire time of Dmytro's leadership, we only had 1 loss. So I think that's great result, and each time his credibility is strengthening more and more. And everyone in our group agrees he has a great intuition. He says they will go, and we think that he goes to some kind of fortune teller. But in 3 days tanks went and we burned them all. In our group I'm a part of ATGM crew, and I am responsible for its normal operation. I mean ATGM reloading, transporting it and taking up positions to neutralize the enemy at a certain distance. The destruction of ammo had begun in Irpin. If I'm not mistaken, our crew hit about 3 vehicles there. And during all combat missions, in Велика Комишуваха, Красногорівка, Павлівка, enemy vehicles were destroyed. Probably one of the most striking battles was near Krasnogorivka, where we hit 3 vehicles in 1 day. The enemy was going to break through, and part of their forces took an alternative route. But another part went out on us, and the fight started. And thanks to the coordinated work of our ATGM operator, 3 vehicles were destroyed.
Joins this earth and quickly subdued through constant pain, disgrace. The young boy learns the rules. With time the child grows in. This weeping boy done wrong, deprived of all his thoughts.
We talked a lot, the commander listened to it, and we realized that our group should be able to do everything and should have everything. Therefore, we are completely autonomous in our work. For example, I say we need a sniper rifle, an ATGM, a mortar, and so on and so on. At least what we might need in war, we have it all, everyone knows how to use it. And any burnt vehicle is the achievement of the whole group. Someone is operating a drone, someone is charging, watching or listening, transferring. It's all like one organism where each cannot work without the other. We had learned a lot from the enemy, how do they work, what do they use, risks and success factors for different task performance. And little by little we began to choose weapons for ourselves, learn how to use them. We had saw helicopters and started to think how to work against them. We had understood that the priority is the enemy on outskirts and the one that has vehicles. So we started to work with that. We realized when the enemy advances on our positions, it causes a lot of damage for us. So we began to repel the enemy in advance, thus to prevent its entry. Yes, you could storm the trenches, like they show in movies, go forward, that's cool, but you can adjust and knock out the enemy in a more convenient place for you, and it will bring more benefits. In our group, we have a rule. Everyone should have at least an idea of all the areas of our work, so that we are somewhat unified, because situations may vary. So we have to be ready for anything.
Есть, красава!
We study locations and choose the most effective methods. A city, of course, has its own rules for conducting hostilities. Some things work there better. In fields, on the approaches to cities, on direction dangerous for tanks, we work in different way there, using other, let's say, gear. That is the most effective against tanks, infantry fighting vehicles and so on. We have Corsair, Stugna, anti-tank missiles, of course small arms and mortar, and we work with all these weapons.
Lay beside me and tell me what they've done, and speak the words I wanna hear to make.
Have you captured enemies? Yes, we have, but we have never made that public, and we never interrogate our captives. We only ask for information that need now to continue our fight on the battlefield. How many people? 5? Go out here. I said, take off your gear. Come back down. Step back. Stop. Take off your body armor. Feet against the wall. Lay down, like your friends. On the Avdiivka axis, we were part of the 110th Brigade. Together with them, we performed military tasks. Mostly it was destruction of enemy vehicles. We destroyed several armored vehicles and 2 tanks, and disrupted enemy advance. Unfortunately, the group suffered losses. One our comrade died, also one was injured. 2 enemy vehicles passed the positions of armored forces of Ukraine. The AFU unit pulled back. Together with other fighters who were in further positions, they gave the battle. Vadym used unloved and destroyed 1 vehicle. And when he was moving, changing his location, he came out of a trench to hit the 2nd vehicle. There was a projectile hit, and shrapnel hit him. Then we lost contact with him. Later, we sent a group ahead to find him. And when we had found him, we continued our work. Vadym was a very brave person, true warrior. He inspired everyone, even those who sometimes reacted with a little panic. He inspired everyone and gave confidence. He dreamed of getting married. What did he love? He loved everything. He loved our country. And this is a very common feature of our group. Most of people who came to us, they have already achieved certain success in their lives. Many of them were very successful. But despite this, they put aside main job, earnings, family life, kids, and went to work. Someone would say we are here for money, but no. There are clearly no such ones here. We work here because of our country. And Vadym was one of those who left everything and just came to do this job. How is your job? The best job in the world. Yes, the best job in the world. You know, many in our group accused me that often I played too much. The excitement turns on, I want more. Fortunately, I learned how to control these emotions. I do my job, but I keep a cool head, otherwise it leads to no good. Here it's more like you say, very down to earth. There are no complicated things. Like you come and think, why is it so or not? No, the goal for today is to survive. The goal for today is to eat, to have a rest if possible. You know, I like to walk a fine line between life and death, when you are right in the middle. When you have survived or when something really extreme has ended, the day really becomes truly wonderful. The air becomes warmer, the food tastes better, and the bed feels much softer. In the most difficult moments, I remember my family. Some memories, you know. I have a small child, 1.5-year-old. When she is smiling, and that's all gone. All just vanished. I'm okay again, I'm ready to go further. You understood who are you here for? For your future, for the future of your children, children of children, and so on. I think it's worth to work a bit, I'm sure. And I'm glad we got so far. The everybody's motivation is, let's say, quote, to do your job right. The job done right is a small step to our common victory, the victory of Ukrainians.